This story started a while back, probably in a kitchen just like this one. Two guys in San Francisco can't pay rent. They decide to rent out 3 air mattresses and to serve breakfast to their guests. It's now 2007 and they decide to start a website which is just a simple blog. Airbedandbreakfast.com is founded. 2 men and 1 woman show up and they each pay $80 to stay there. After they leave, Brian and Joe think that this could be a big idea. They invite a former roommate as a co-founder to build their site. They launch at South by Southwest. It's now 2008. 2009 comes, they receive 20 grand from Y Combinator. They're now making $200 a week but are still not growing. They start using professional photos. They start making $400. They start renting out entire homes. Revenue grows. Then they raise 600 grand. Then 7.2 million. Then 112 million. The rocket ship has left the ground in a spectacular manner. By 2014, Airbnb is worth 10 billion. By 2017, Airbnb has an evaluation of 31 billion. But it all started with crafting an experience. When you start a business, you have to think of the experience. Crafting, designing the best experience, it's essential and one of the most important things that you will ever do. But it's very hard because even though it's so important, you have to start doing it from the very beginning. But there's a trick that can turn the difficulty of having to start early into a strength. You can start by making a custom, handcrafted experience, and only later work to automate it when it becomes too hard to scale. At the beginning, hand-serve the customers, win them over one by one. This custom experience allows you to build for every single user. You can also design with empathy and put yourself into the shoes of your customer. Think of it as 2 stages. First, you have to design the perfect experience. Second, you have to scale it. You grow it. Designing the experience is an intuition-based, human, empathetic process, while scaling it is a highly analytical, operations-oriented, technology-oriented process. Designing an experience, it's like writing. Scaling it, it's like editing. Remember that you can build your product by hand, and you don't have to come up with a product that's 100% ready to scale. You should do everything by hand until it's painful. And only when you have tested it, and it's working, slowly build tools to automate it, starting from the easiest and moving on to the hardest. At the end, you can end up with a system that does everything. But the trick of gradually coming up with a solution is better, because you're not guessing what users want, you're reacting to what users ask. The Airbnb founders followed this very design-oriented strategy, and as we know, it worked out pretty well. At the beginning, they had a blog, and it took them ages to develop a working payment system. They were just mailing actual checks to the owners of the houses. But this allowed Airbnb to remain agile and malleable at the beginning, which is when all the big leaps happen in a company. You can change your entire product in 1 week. But Brian Chesney had another ace up his sleeve. The 10-star experience, and I think it was crucial to beating the established hotel industry. The 10-star experience is a thought experiment that you can use with any part of your business. So take part of your product and then extrapolate what a 1 to 5-star experience would look like. Then a 6, then a 7, then an 8, all the way to 10-star experience. So let's say that you need to travel from New York to London. A 1-star experience might be you traveling on a container ship. A 2-star experience might be you traveling by a normal boat. I don't like boats. A 3-star experience might be you traveling by plane and being stuck in the middle of like 2 large people and having a crying baby behind you. A 4-star experience might be just you traveling by plane and coach. A 5-star experience, which is a good experience, might be you traveling in business class. But now it's when it gets fun. A 6-star experience might be you traveling in first class. A 7-star experience might be you traveling with a private jet. An 8-star experience might be you traveling on Elon Musk's rocket. And how many did we do? 8? A 9-star experience might be you just teleporting and instantly being in London. A 10-star experience might be, what could be better than that? Might be you achieving nirvana and not even caring about anything else, like raising to a godlike level status and not caring about going to London at all. The point of this is that maybe 8, 9 or 10 stars are not feasible, you can't do them. But still, you're learning how to improve your product. You can find a sweet spot, and by designing to the extreme, moving backwards, it's a lot easier. So first, handcraft the experience. Build it with your hands. Remember to design to the extreme and to the most outrageous, and then to move backwards, so that you make sure that you build the best product possible. Second, once the experience is working, and it's painful to do it by hand, start automating processes, starting from the easiest and slowly working from there. Designing the best experience possible in this way worked for Airbnb, so it can also work for you. Thanks to everyone who worked in Airbnb, and thanks to you for watching this video. If you're not improving yourself or enjoying yourself, then you're just wasting your time.